This is a video on how to use the Primitives tool to make basic forms in Autodesk Inventor. So once you load Inventor, I'm just going to go to File and go to New, and you can be in any unit of measurement you want. I'm just going to stick with English and inch, and I'm going to say Create. And as my Inventor work area loads here, we're going to talk about how to utilize the Primitives toolbar to create shapes. Now, normally when I should say forms. When I'm making forms in Inventor, when I'm going to do subtractive modeling, I will use the Primitives command toolbar up here in the top left. Now, if you don't see Primitives up here in the top left, all you have to do is right-click on top of any of your icons up here at the top. I'm going to show panels, and you're going to see all the different toolbars that you can place up here at the top. You can turn ones on and off up here. You can leave ones on if you want, but make sure you have Primitives checked. And once you check on Primitives, you should see Primitives somewhere. It might show up over here on the right. I have mine over here on the left. So the first one we're going to do is we're just going to do a box command. We're just going to click on box. And you're going to click on your XY plane, and you can choose any plane. I just use XY. And as I drag out, let's make a cube, and I'm just going to hit tab 1 and hit enter, and it's going to automatically throw you into extrude. You don't have to click finish sketch or anything. I'm just going to hit 1 and hit enter, and you're going to notice that I now have myself a cube. All I did is just clicked on box. If I know the 3 commands, I can go real quick. 1 enter, or 1 tab, 1 enter, 1 enter. It's real fast. So again, if I'm giving an object to students and we're going to do any kind of subtractive modeling, we're going to, take away mass from the object. We're going to fill it in chamfer. I'll have them just go ahead and create a, rectangular prism within the Primitives command, and then we can just kind of start taking things away from there. Makes it really fast to use. Now, this is not just for cubes. Obviously, this can be rectangles. It can be anything that you wish with that. So I'm going to create a new part, but to create the new part, I'm not going to go to File and go to New. I'm just going to come up to this little arrow, pull down icon you see, and I'm just going to go to the word Part. And let's go into cylinder. And I'm going to click on cylinder and I'm going to use the XY plane, and I'm going to click on my origin. And as I drag out, let's say we have a diameter of 1, and I'm going to hit enter. And I know my distance of the cylinder is 6. I hit 6 and hit enter, and I automatically have a cylinder. It's that simple. I don't have to draw a circle and place it and go up to dimension and come out. This makes things really, really rapid to draw. So again, if we're doing something and I'm going to say I want this to be filleted off, and I want to do, let's say we're going to chamfer off the end. This is a real fast, rapid solid modeling type thing that you would see. So that's how to do a cylinder. Come up here, we're going to go to part again, and I'm going to go down to sphere. Sphere is really cool. A lot of kids wouldn't know how to make a sphere. They have to do revolution. So this takes away having to use the revolve command. I'm just going to go to 1 and hit enter. My diameter is 1. It's automatically going to give me the sphere. If I want it full, obviously if I was doing an angle, maybe we could go do a different method, but I'm going to say okay, and there you go. You have a sphere. So instead of drawing half a circle and trimming anything off and revolving it, you automatically get a sphere from this. Let's create a new part. Let's go down to torus. Now this is going to take away us having to use the sweep command. So what I would do is the center of the torus will be here, and the center of the torus section is out here, and I'm going to click and drag out a circle, and automatically it's going to take that profile and follow this. So this, otherwise we would have to use the sweep command to do this. This takes that away. So once I have that, you're only going to do full when it comes to primitives, and you're going to say okay, and you now have yourself your torus, or your steering wheel if you would, or your donut. This is kind of a really cool way to go about creating each one of these parts. So you can see as I flip through, we made a box and used subtractive, we made a cylinder, we made a sphere, and made a torus, and this makes things really fast and simple to make these parts in your class, as opposed to having to come up, for this torus, if we made a new part for this torus, so many more steps. We would have had to get on the XY plane, and I would have to teach how to sweep. I'm going to draw a line over to here and go to finish sketch, and then I'd have to come up here and go to origin and try to find a way to put a work plane, out here on the end of this. So I'd have to come back in here to my sketch actually and go to edit sketch, and I'm going to have to draw myself a line up from here, and I'd have to turn that into, a center line out here, turn that into a center line somehow. And then I'd have to come all the way out here and draw for myself a circle. Grab a hold of my circle command, draw a circle, come back out here, And then we could just come out here and go to revolve and say, I want to revolve this. We could also do this in a revolution. I was thinking a sweep earlier, and I'm gonna have to click on that and say okay, and then that's how you got your torus. It's a lot more steps than just going through and just tapping on your torus command out here. We could draw ourselves a circle and have this follow the path as well in the sweep, but that would take too much. The revolution was just a simpler